Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Rambling RunOff. I am your host, Robert Rios, here to give you the sports news I think you need to hear right now. And of course, with me, as always, through the digital landscape is my co-host, Mr. Danny Tan. Danny, say what's up to everybody.
What up, y'all?
Yo, what's poppin'? Yeah, we got an action-packed show for you, as always. We're going over the recent MLB World Series setup between the Los Angeles Dodgers and the New York Yankees. Then the second topic of today's show, we're going to be going into the NBA, which begins this week as well. So we got a preview hot and ready by Mr. Danny Tan. Danny's going to be going over the latest NBA news and topics, seeing who's going to be a bomb, who's going to be a bust, and who's going to be a diamond in the rough. And then in the warm-up, we're just been going over the MLS playoffs, which also begin this week. We have the wild card games, and then we also have the best of 3 matches starting this weekend as well. And then, of course, in the rundown, we got a bunch of stuff to go over, so stick around and we'll see what happens. Danny, are you prepared for today's episode?
I am ready.
You're hot and ready?
Hot and ready. HOTTOGO, baby.
Hey, there you go. But yeah, man, how's it going? How have you been?
Ooh, chilling. Excuse me when my chair squeaks. Yeah, I mean, chilling, working. Been just busy on the weekends, man. Haven't been able to golf. Was able to golf this past weekend. For the Sunday morning 9-hole. Did horrible the first 3 holes. Picked it up afterwards, but it was fun.
Okay.
You know, how you been, Rob? I got a little transition after that, but how you been, Rob?
I mean, I've been okay. I think there is an allergy bug going around because I got the sniff. Not like I'm sick, but I have like a little bit of the sniffles. And then
Those sniffles?
Another friend of mine was saying that their allergies was going crazy.
Yeah, it's a fall time, man.
Yeah, I had like a sick, like, not migraine, but a sinus headache. There you go. Like, both my eyeballs felt like they were on fire, especially my right one the other day. Like, I had it all day. I'm like, bro, I haven't had it like this in a long time.
Oh, no, man. I mean, speaking of that, everyone, don't forget, take your flu shots. Get your COVID shot if possible. And
if you feel comfortable with that.
I mean, you know, whatever. Get it if you can. If you can't, it's fine. You know, stay wary. Yeah, it's that time of year.
No, yeah, because it's going to start getting cold. I don't like it. I don't like the cold. My knees start to hurt because I have runner's knees.
Yeah, old ass, man. Old ass.
Bro, it's just been like this since high school, bro. Like,
yeah, I know.
I went out.
All of a sudden, you turn into a captain with a fucking wooden peg leg.
Yeah, dead ass. I just be like struggling, bro. I went out on Friday night. I was out late. It's probably like 1 a.m. Yeah. We were in the car. I was okay. We got out of the car. I was not okay. I was like, why is it so damn cold? Like, my knee. I was like, hurry up. Everyone open the car. Jump in the car now.
Oh, that's so funny. Damn.
But yeah, I'm just getting mentally and somewhat physically prepared, so.
You start stretching for these things, Robert.
I do. But I can't just do, I can't do like 20-minute stretches because then I'm going to strain my legs. Damn, I'm going to fuck up my knee more.
Damn. You gotta do your stretches. Gotta take your arthritis medication. You know what I mean, Rob?
I don't gotta do
man.
all
You're
that.
You're getting old.
How about
okay, you just gotta deal with these things. Oh, but here's my transition, Rob. Golfing. There's 3 of us. We got matched up with one guy. Shout out to my dude, random guy. Just so happened I'm talking to him. Guess where he works at?
Where,
the
Danny?
Network that broadcasted part of the MLB NLCS. You worked for Fox Sports.
Oh, that's cool. What a coinky.
Crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Yeah, what a coinky. So I just chopped it up a little bit, and he was like, yeah. Outside of him, I was like, man, if it's gonna be Dodgers and Yankees in the World Series, that's gonna probably pull record numbers.
Yeah.
And he made a funny little joke. He's like, yeah, it can't be any worse than when the Diamondbacks and the Braves were in the World Series. It's like the worst viewership we've ever had.
Yeah, no one saw that.
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah. But speaking of that, how about we talk a little bit of World Series preview, Rob?
Wait, before we wait. Did you tell him you were on a podcast, Danny?
Huh?
Did you tell him about?
Yeah, I tell him I had a podcast.
All right.
Did I tell a dude on the golf course I had a podcast? No.
Yes.
No. What did you think, bro? That's so fucking embarrassing, dude. I'm not trying to. Dude, this guy's just a dude. You know what I mean? Come on, man. So me and my homie have a podcast. 15 people listen to it.
Okay, Ed.
Yo, do you mind shouting us out on Fox Sports? Or...
Well, no, we didn't say no shout.
You didn't have that power.
I'm not saying for a shout out. Just let them know we in the business. We here too, bro.
Okay, sure. Next time I meet a random person on the golf course, I'm gonna be the most LA fucking person that I fucking can be. Hey, I got a podcast. Let's do my podcast, bro. Oh, Rob, that's crazy. No, I'm proud of our podcast.
You got a network.
I just don't want to be shoving down people's throats. You know what I mean? You know, people come to find it. They come to find it. It's what it is.
All right. I see what you mean. But I would have pulled the trigger. I'm not saying no shout out. I'm just letting them know, like, hey, that's cool.
I know what you're saying. Yeah. Spreading the word. You know what? Maybe I'm being too
conservative, abrasive.
Too shy about this. You know, how you gonna get people to listen if they don't know it exists? You're right, Rob. You know what? Next time I will do that.
You don't gotta say no Instagram. You don't gotta tell them nothing. Just be like, yo, yeah, that's cool. At the end, literally at the end of the conversation, is, oh, that's cool. Just to let you know too, man.
Yeah.
I work in sports.
As I'm driving off the course, say, hey, I got a podcast. We're off.
Yeah, there you go.
That's so funny. Well, Rob. Speaking of my doing on the golf course, World Series preview. What you got?
What do I got? Here we go. We are now on the first topic of the day. Yeah. Like how you said, Yankees Dodgers in the finale of the MLB season, the World Series. But yeah, I'm super excited. My local baseball club has a chance to hoist another trophy, and yeah. Go Dodgers.
Dodgers, let's go Dodgers.
Before we get there, how did we get there? Obviously we are locally based in Southern California, so you can call us homers for cheering for the Dodgers, but we will give the American League champions some due diligence. We'll go over some a little bit of the game that the Yankees and the Guardians had here in just a moment. The Yankees defeating the Guardians in the ALCS. Juan Soto's 3-run homer in the 10th lead sends the Yankees past the Guardians 5-2 and into the World Series for the 41st time in their history. The Yankees, who missed the playoffs a year ago, will try to win their 28th title. New York won the first 2 games at Yankee Stadium without any much fanfare or drama. However, once they took the series to Cleveland, that's where all hell kind of broke loose, with all 3 games at Progressive Field being nail biters. Excuse me. Oh my gosh, I almost choked Danny. Almost died. The Guardians rallied to win Game 3. Game 3 on
big words you spitting out.
2-2-run homers with their last 2 at bats, and the Yankees held on to win Game 4 after blowing a 4-run lead. Cleveland just didn't have enough, and a surprising season under first-year manager Stephen Vaught ended just short of a World Series. The Cleveland Guardians remains the longest franchise without a title since 1948. Baseball's current longest drought. Sorry, I wrote my notes funny. The franchise remains without a title since 1948. There you go. That's the longest drought. The former longest drought used to be the Cubs. I think theirs was like 1912 or 1914.
Damn.
Up until they won it in, I think, 2016. Which is crazy.
Don't remind us.
Back to the Yankees here. Giancarlo Stanton's 446-foot rocket into left field bleachers tied it at 2 in the 6th inning, and chased Tanner Beebe, who had struck out New York's dangerous designated hitter in his first 2 at bats, and held the Yankees scoreless for the first 5 innings. It was Stanton's 4th homer in the series, his 3rd in 3 days, and his 6th in the postseason, moving him into 4th place on the club's career list behind Bernie Williams, Derek Jeter, and Mickey Mantle. which, by the way, Danny, is not bad company to be around. And with that,
Really?
the Yankees won the ALCS, and Giancarlo Stanton was named ALCS MVP. Of the 38 players with 5 or more home runs against a single playoff opponent in MLB history, Stanton is the only one to have all his hits versus that opponent all be home runs.
Damn,
Low-key.
son.
Yeah, that's low-key
That
crazy.
is crazy. That's insane. In a game of incredible skill and incredible chance, that is crazy.
No, yeah. And what more crazier is he's not even their best player.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The supporting cast, of course, the Yankees are good. Alex Verdugo, Juan Soto, and then their biggest name of all, Aaron Judge.
Aaron Judge.
They were, helping out, but it was the Stanton show for most of this series. And I mean,
Yeah.
he's well deserved to win the MVP overall, because out of the 38 players with 5 or more home runs, what? Against a single
crazy.
opponent?
Yeah, that's an insane stat.
No, it's just straight.
Baseball
bonkers.
be having these random crazy stats too. Like, whoever's tracking these, like they're looking like the conspiracy theorists with the red string on their fucking chalkboards and corkboards and shit.
Mhm.
Whoever's tracking these is crazy. It's insane. Yeah.
I mean-
First version of AI. That's who's fucking tracking these.
I mean, to be fair, there's still people that go today with I think they're called score sheets or stat sheets.
Yeah.
And
I've seen those people.
That's all they do. They just mark, oh, that's a hit, that's a run,
Yeah, that's crazy.
that's an error, that's a hit by pitch. Like,
Doing that for fun, it has
Yeah.
to put you on a list of some type of mental. Mental.
well,
I don't know.
all right, relax.
You on some
Danny.
psycho shit if
Okay,
you're doing
remember
that. Okay, you're
you-
doing some. I'm real.
All right,
You're
what
on
the
some
fuck,
psycho
Danny?
shit.
No,
If you're doing
not.
that for fun,
No, well, yeah, you're
That-
doing
it's
it for fun
crazy.
because there's history involved. Because it's all. That's why it's 168 games or 162 games a season. You just keep track all tabs. Like, for example, Ohtani was 0 for 18 with no runners on base, but with runners on base, he was 8 of 10,
yeah,
which is a crazy stat. Or we had
it is crazy,
what?
Rob.
What?
Well, no, go ahead. Spit out the second one. Spit out the second one.
Max Muncy reached base on 12 of 13 consecutive base
Oh
appearances.
yeah, because
Walks,
at pass appearance.
yeah, walks, home runs, singles. He just kept getting on base every time.
Yeah, he has a postseason record now. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you keep track. Or even the more obvious one, like the Dodgers against the Padres, goose egged them, and then they continued to goose egg the Mets. So they went
Mhm.
3 scoreless innings.
What? No, they went 37 scoreless innings.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Or 3 games. Oh, is that what it
3
was?
games, yeah.
Yeah, 3 games. And they
it
almost
was
broke.
4 games.
They needed one more inning to get the record.
Yeah. Yeah, and those stats are amazing. Whatever. Someone's got to be getting paid to get these stats. We get the stats. Pay the person who's getting them. You're doing this for fun. You recycle. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, this is why baseball
If you're
cards
doing
are
this for fun,
the
you're
most
recycling.
rarest because there's so many stats.
Yeah.
There's so many
So crazy.
stats, and
There's so many moments to commemorate and all that stuff.
yeah, exactly.
I get it.
And because remember, some people will tell you baseball is not a sport; it's a pastime. It's America's pastime.
Relax. Okay, you really showing your old card today, Rob.
Hey, chill.
Really be showing your old card today.
Nah, that's cap.
Yeah. What the hell?
That's cap skibbity.
What? Damn.
We bring the boom
okay,
to
he with the
you.
youth. I take it back. He flipped the card over. On the backside, it said young. That's crazy. Trying to flip it to Jet Alpha? What is going on, man? Anyway, talking about Stanton, the MVP of a NLCS winning team was another good player, but I think somebody that most people, you think Dodgers, is not even in the top 5 of the names that you spit out. Or you want to tell us a little bit more?
No, yeah. I mean, we're moving to the NLCS now. Is that what's happening? Let me see.
I mean, it is so crazy. I throw you this lob, and then now you slap it to the ground. Rest in peace to Kevin Mutombo. That's crazy, bro. After you're such a clean transition like that.
All right, this show's already off the rails.
I gave you such a clean transition, and you slapped that shit to the ground like crazy.
All right, NLCS.
Yes, let's move on.
All right. What was that? Yo, the other comment you just made was also insane, by the way. Anyways.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Yo, what the fuck? Yo, Danny's on a good one. Anyways, this is a good episode already.
It's already
NLCS, good. The championship
might
series.
be the best. I'm real.
The Dodgers finished off the Mets 10-5 and advanced to face the Yankees, of course, in the World Series. Shohei Ohtani helped us beat and battered injury-riddled Los Angeles Dodgers team.
Showtime, baby.
To baseball's best record during the regular season. But it was Tommy Edman who joined halfway through the season in late July and helped them reach the World Series. Edman, Will Smith, homered to send Ohtani into the World Series for the first time. The Dodgers clinched their 25th National League pennant, their fourth in 8 years, and first one at home since beating the Mets over 7 games in 1988. They moved on to their 22nd World Series, 13th in Los Angeles, and first since 2020, when they beat the Tampa Bay Rays during the pandemic-delayed season. Next up for the Dodgers and Mr. Ohtani is Aaron Judge and the Yankees back in the World Series for the 41st time, and first in 15 years. The matchup, which opens at Dodger Stadium, features the top two home run hitters in Aaron Judge with 58 and Shohei Ohtani with 54. It'll be the 12th time the franchises meet in the World Series and the first in 43 years. The Yankees have beaten the Dodgers 8 times, while the Dodgers' 3 championships against the Bronx Bombers came in 1955, 1963, and 1981. So I'm going to stop reading my notes here real quick. Danny, honestly, this shit feels like a fever dream. Like, I don't believe it.
It is quite crazy. I mean, if you really look at the bracket though, like realistically, this was the matchup that was gonna happen. Like,
yeah,
really, I think
that's what I was saying.
Especially in the NLCS. Yeah, the Dodgers just had to get past the Padres, and this was the matchup that was gonna happen.
Yeah.
But you're right. It is a fever dream. Like, if you asked us 10 years ago, even whatever, like kids, everyone wants to see, the two biggest franchises in the game, Yankees and Dodgers. But baseball is such a game, like we said, skill and chance that, top seeded teams get toppled all the time. Look at the Phillies. I mean, like,
look at the Dodgers.
yeah. You can get knocked out all the time. Yeah, the past 2 years, Dodgers get knocked out first round, like,
and not honorably either. In the most embarrassing and unimaginable fashion, they always get knocked out.
Yeah, with the highest goddamn payroll.
Yeah.
I mean, it's incredulous, but in this case, incredible that we get the top, arguably the top 2 teams on both sides
with the top players,
and they're. Exactly, with the top players. Some may say some a little older than other, but relatively, I think they're all in their prime or just about to be finished with their best years of playing the sport. It's going to be an incredible series, really.
No, I hope so. I hope it's not good.
Oh, no, I don't think so. But talking about incredible series, that comes with an incredible price. Rob, have you seen the tickets for Game 1? They've been sold out for a hot minute now, but on third-party sites and whatnot, the cheapest tickets that you can find currently.
How much?
Let me refresh because I checked it last night. The cheapest tickets that you can find as of right now of our recording, it is $1,200.
That's only like a paycheck and a half for a regular person.
Yeah. And that's not even, you're one section before the nosebleeds. You're in the reserve still. The nosebleed still, I mean, on the top.
At least $900.
No, it's more expensive. It's $1,800.
The fuck?
Keep in mind, this is third parties, resellers, the prices are kind of wacky sometimes. But, yeah, I think averaging price $1,100, $1,200. Like that's what they're sitting at. It's crazy. If you want field level, if we're moving down,
I know the home run
1,500,
seats.
1,600, $2,000.
That kills me.
It's crazy.
So the home run seats have to be going for at least 2 G's.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Maybe even 3, maybe 2.5 to be nice.
2.5. 3. They're probably sitting around like 1.4, 1.3.
And I'm talking about the home run seats. You know what I'm talking about? It's that first row.
Yeah.
And then there's the bleachers behind them. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's never just the first row. So I'm counting up to the third row behind. It's probably averaging about 1.4. It'll be no more just 1.6. Something like that. Because that first row they're averaging right about $2,000, and then a row behind them 1.7, row behind them 1.4, 1.2, up to 1.3 all the way in the back of the same section. So yeah, I'll say like 1.6. Those like that first front section of those home run seats.
That's low-key crazy.
Yeah, it's insane. Now, I understand World Series, all this stuff, but damn, so much money. This is, rent is really high. This is rent.
Yeah,
this is rent. For a lot of people, this is multiple months of rent. In LA, this is 1 month's rent. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I said I would if I could.
Dude, I would if I could too. Damn, if I had that type of money. But I mean, it should be fun either way. I think I might try to go out to a sports bar or something, just to watch, just to still get like kind of an atmosphere around.
Yeah.
If not, just be around other people who want to watch the game.
Rambling
it should
runoff.
be fun still, but
Party.
Rambling runoff.
Watch party.
It's another R word. What do we do? Come on, bro. Don't create.
Rambling runoff.
Rally. Rambling runoff rally.
Rally, or I was gonna say dang, it's on the tip of my tongue. Dang, it's a SAT word, but it escapes me at the moment. Okay. But it's all good. But yeah, I get you. But yeah, man, the ticket prices have always just been stupid crazy. I don't think they're ever gonna go down.
Yeah. Oh no, I mean it's only gonna go from here.
But
yeah, but Rob, you want to talk to us a little bit of how the Dodgers got to their division championship?
Yeah, just to I guess kind of state a little bit what happened in the game itself a little bit here. Yeah, the Dodgers trailed early on in this game after a Pete Alonso run-scoring single against starter Michael Kopech, who came from the trade between the White Sox, which, by the way, they lost when he got traded, they had just lost 15 games in a row.
Damn.
And then Tommy Edman gave the Dodgers a lead for good with a 2-run double in the bottom half of Sean Manaea's that drove in Ohtani and Teoscar Hernandez, who both singled. Hernandez snapped an 0-for-18 skid, which is low-key insane. Edman drove in the Dodgers' first 4 runs, and his 11th RBI in the NLCS ties a franchise record set by Corey Seager in 2020 against Atlanta. Edman, who won the NLCS MVP award, joined the Dodgers at the July trade deadline from St. Louis.
Pickup.
Yeah, what a great pickup. And then for the Mets, once again, Venitos hit his 5th postseason home run, a 2-run drive in the 4th. Ryan Brazier that cut the deficit to 6-3 in the 4th. The Dodgers, whose starting pitching has been decimated by injuries, used 7 pitchers in finishing off the Mets, whose $332 million payroll was the biggest in baseball. New York twice stranded the bases loaded when Anthony Banda struck out Jeff McNeil in the 3rd, and when Jesse Winker flied out against Phillips in the 6th. LA outscored the New York Mets 40-26 in the 6 games. The Mets came within 2 wins of reaching the World Series after overcoming a 22-33 start and earning the NL's last wild card spot. And once again, Tommy Edman was named NLCS Series MVP. He had a .407 average in the series, a hit in all 6 games, including 4 extra bases and 11 RBIs to match Corey Seager's club record in in any round of the postseason since that stat became official in 1920. So the series between the Dodgers and the Yankees begins this Friday, October 25th, 2024 at 5:08 p.m. Pacific Standard Time in Los Angeles. And then the next game would be Saturday at 5:08 in LA. And then Monday, Game 3 is where we go to New York to face the Yankees at Yankee Stadium. So we have Monday, Tuesday in New York. If necessary, we go into Game 5, 6, and 7. Game 5 in New York. And then Friday and Saturday would be in Los Angeles for a potential Game 6 or Game 7. Just very briefly, I would just like to point out, it's very obvious where the strengths are of these teams. The Yankees can win the World Series if their big-name players all come to hit. Stanton, Soto, and Aaron Judge. On the other side, the Dodgers win the World Series if they stay consistent with what has worked in the NL postseason, walks and men on base. However, as I just previously mentioned, the Dodgers do not have a deep pitching squad, so whoever starters they have and whoever's in that bullpen better be prepared and ready for this Yankees lineup. But don't be surprised if we see some ghosts from the past and maybe a surprise. What was it called? Jack in the Box, Jack Ohtani. With Kershaw, I wouldn't be surprised if Kershaw makes an appearance, and I wouldn't be surprised if they bring out the biggest wild card, Exodia maxed out card, Yu-Gi-Oh, whatever Pokemon, Charizard, full design, full draw, and they have Ohtani pitch.
Dude, spot pitching Ohtani would go crazy.
That would be crazy.
That would go so crazy.
He would have to start, and then that would be it, and see where he goes.
Yeah, if you hear this, Yamamoto, stretch. Keep stretching. You gotta be ready. Stretch.
Yeah, that's my theory.
Yeah. I think Yamamoto and Flaherty. Yeah. No, well, they say flower. Fuck. Okay, they say Flattery.
Flaherty.
Yes, looks like Flaherty, but Flaherty. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Flaherty and Yamamoto are gonna be pitching majority of it. Kopech definitely is gonna close out games here and there, and who's that other relief pitcher?
There's Banda. They had Phillips.
Phillip been good here and there.
Brazier, but he was terrible.
Damn, Frazier was tough. Frazier was tough.
The dude with the long hair, Honeycomb, who just came out of nowhere.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he did decent in this last game.
He was good.
I like that.
Yeah, he was really good. But
yeah, they really got to step up. Like, you can't make many mistakes against the Yankees. They've got a very similar lineup to the Dodgers, where they've got great on base hitters in the middle, good closeouts at the bottom, and then again near the top of the lineup. It's tough. It's gonna be a tough one.
No, yeah.
But yeah, as of right now, the Dodgers are the favorite in this series, which is crazy because literally right before they won against the Mets, the Yankees were the favorite to win it all in the World Series.
Yeah.
So, how things change, right? Dodgers, let's go Dodgers.
Let's go Dodgers.
I just want to say one last thing. My favorite player to come out of this was Oscar Hernandez. He was so consistent against the Padres, but then all of a sudden he stops hitting the ball.
I know, right?
Oh man, but in this Mets series near the end, he great on bases. Tommy Edman came out of nowhere, the Oscar Hernandez has been. That's so funny. But yeah, Rob, there any standout plays or players for you before we move on from this and then maybe make our quick predictions?
Tommy Edman is my surprise, but the real guy that I would like to give props to is Max Muncy, who finally got his head out of his ass and stopped swinging at everything and got on base for 12, 13 consecutive at base appearances with walks and his run and the home runs. Cause he was getting on base. I'm like, dude, why can't you just do this? They're like past 10 years.
Yeah,
but that's my
part of it because he's older. But
that's my dog.
A lot of patience.
That's my dog.
A lot of patience for that man. But Rob, predictions. Who do you think is going to win this World Series? And what game? How many games?
I hate this question. I've been thinking about this all day, and I'm going to say Dodgers in 6.
Dodgers in 6. Damn, taking it right out my mouth. I was going to say Dodgers in 6.
I think they go
I was going to say Dodgers in 6.
Dodgers 1, Yankees, Dodgers, Yankees. And then
I
the
think
Dodgers win 5 and 6. I think if I said that correctly.
I think it's going to be I think it's Dodgers, Yankees. Yankees, Dodgers. Dodgers, Yankees, Dodgers. Dodgers.
Yeah, like that.
Yep.
Basically a
Like
repeat,
like that.
a repeat of what just happened here.
Yeah. Basically, just what happened in the Mets right now.
And you claim the trophy in your house.
Yes, that'd be so sick.
And
but yeah,
yep, I'd have to buy some fireworks.
Damn, dude, I know people were popping off yesterday, going crazy. But yeah, Rob, I think we're all done with the MLB stuff. Yeah, leave your predictions in the comments below.
Yeah, let us know.
Let us know what you guys think.
Yeah,
of
let
this
us know. We're gonna put a poll in this episode on Spotify and wherever else I can. Yeah, let us know who you think is going to win the World Series, the New York Yankees or the Los Angeles Dodgers. But yeah, that about wraps up our MLB coverage here. Danny, I'm going to write down
predictions.
Yes, I'm going to write down our predictions, but I'm going to let you do the honors and introducing and starting off our next topic. You have the floor, Danny.
Yeah, we got it. It's time for the NBA season preview. In the offseason, we haven't been talking much about NBA other than a couple trades and whatnot. But yeah, the NBA is back tomorrow as of our recording. But Rob, this is going up on Wednesday still, right?
No, this is going up tomorrow.
It's going up tomorrow? Okay,
Yes.
It is today if you're listening to this on the day of release. Welcome back to the NBA season, baby. Let's give it a round. Come on. Put it in. Basketball's back, baby.
Let's go.
Just in time. And, with all the trades and whatnot that have been going around, there is a lot of great teams in the West. In the East, it's a little bit more spread out, but still a lot of great teams. I think this year the bad teams are bad. The good teams are good. But in the middle, anything can switch up the standings and whatnot. But as of right now, I think the NBA is in a pretty good position where almost every team, even the bad teams, you've got a star. You've got a good star. You've got someone to build around. You have a little bit of hope. But there's a couple of standout players. Rob, and I see you put a good topic up here. Comeback years. Whose year is it to really pop off and prove that they haven't been lacking and they still got it? A couple players on here. John Morant.
Yeah, John Morant's
coming back
one.
from
Klay Thompson.
Coming back from a big suspension and then an injury. Klay Thompson moving over to the Dallas Mavericks. We got the Ball brothers. Lonzo Ball coming back from damn near 2 seasons out.
His busted knee, right?
Almost 3.
His knee, right?
Yeah. He has a full knee replacement.
I know. I saw a video where he's like, "I'll be back," and he got up, and you could tell that even when he got up out of the chair, he was not standing correctly.
Yeah, but he in the preseason game that I've seen with him in there, he's moving well. I don't know if he's in pain or not. There's one clip of him saving the ball, almost diving into the Bulls bench. So it seems like he's confident on this new leg to stand on.
Literally.
Pun intended. But yeah, on the flip side, his youngest brother, LaMelo, coming back from an injury with a new and kind of forged through steel around Brandon Miller, Charlotte Hornets team. They've got a good team. I don't think they're going to be good, but they can fight for possibly a play-in spot. But the West is just so tough,
Yeah, it was pretty tough last year.
Klay Thompson. This is, I think, one of the. I wouldn't really call it a comeback year, but this is a chance for Klay Thompson to prove that he is still one of the best shooters in the NBA, one of the best shooters all time, catch and shoot, and that it doesn't matter where he's at, as long as he's in a good environment and with one good other player, he is that guy, like you said, Rob. I think he'll be able to do it. That Dallas Mavericks team is great. I think it's a little tough because I felt that when they were successful in the postseason, they were not slowing down and they were running, which is great. Klay Thompson knows how to run. He knows how to run off ball, catch and shoot, but it kind of exposed Luka Doncic for not being able to run that same game, even though it makes you successful for the majority of the game. He plays at his own pace and whatnot, but he does look more fit than last year. Not to say he wasn't fit, but he looks thinner. He looks like he's ready to rock and roll. Yeah, I mean, we'll see how the Mavs do. Chris Middleton, you have Chris Middleton on here. What? He had a decent season last year.
I don't know. That's what I found on the interwebs.
Oh, that is crazy. Okay, Chris Middleton should not be on here as a comeback year. Just because he didn't have a blow-up year of, I don't know, like averaging. I think he's only averaged like 20 points in the regular season anyway. But in the postseason, he's been so important. Last year, I felt like he was one of the better players out of Milwaukee anyway. So, I mean, I guess it's just if he can perform better than he even did last year. Which I guess because he didn't really pop off in the postseason. Maybe that's the impression people got. But Chris Middleton, I think, is doing great. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't get injured. Ben Simmons, this is a big one. If Ben Simmons can come back and do something this season, shoot the damn ball, that'd be huge for the Brooklyn Nets.
So
it's true. Shoot the damn ball. Like he's not even a shadow or a shell of a shadow of himself from when he was so confident in Philly. I hope that he's able to get back to there and maybe surprise everyone and do even better than he did back then.
Yeah, this is his final year of his contract, by the way.
Yeah, he's got something to prove.
And also for Chris Middleton, according to NBA's website, the fate of the Bucks will partially rely on a core player who had both ankles repaired this summer.
Yeah, both ankles repaired?
Yes.
What? I did not read about that surgery. That's crazy. Okay, I don't know. I think he's fine. But yeah, Ben Simmons is going to be along Cam Thomas, who I think is going to put up crazy scoring numbers. Cam Johnson, who unfortunately I think will not be in the Brooklyn Nets by the end of the season. Mm-hmm. He's just too good, and he doesn't fit what they're trying to do there. I mean, Nick Claxton, they still got a handful of good players in Brooklyn, but it's a squad of role players and a squad of, I can't really name a superstar on there.
A squad of role players is pretty tough.
Yeah, it's tough, but you can always build around something like this. Like, you can trade some role players here and there, just like Oklahoma did. Trade for draft picks, draft capital, invest in someone that you think could be a superstar, and you might strike gold like OKC did with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
I mean, I'm glad you kind of said that. If I could jump in real quick.
Go ahead.
I mean, I think this is where this is the season where teams go organic. It looks like the punishing rules regarding the salary cap, aprons, luxury, and repeater tax have had this effect. It's making teams having the draft now, developing keep players and making them grow within their system.
Yes, sir.
Growing organically, quintessentially. Roster construction now starts with drafting. Then what it is, you add a few pieces here and there. Then you start giving out max contracts to the people that actually deserve it, and not just calling in a guy and be like, "Hey, you want to play with us?" If you're not drafting well, you waste years, and quintessentially you become the Washington Wizards.
Hey, they just drafted someone good.
I'll spitball you some teams, Danny, and you tell me. All right.
Okay.
The Orlando Magic, 7 in the projected rotation, were taken in the first round. 2, Paulo Banchero and Franz Wagner.
Franz Wagner.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, that's a great team.
Okay, yeah. Tell me good or not. Oklahoma City is a highly ranked team. Sure, they have the Kia MVP candidate Shai
Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, there you go. How do you say it? Gilgeous?
Shai Gilgeous.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Yeah, he came in a trade. And then there's Chet
LA from the Clippers.
Holmgren, Jalen Williams, Lou Dort. They put
other Jalen Williams.
Williams.
Jalen Williams with an E is J Dub.
Yeah. All right, there you go. J Dub.
And Jalen Williams is Jalen Williams.
All right, Jalen Williams. Cason Wallace. They're all homegrown people from Oklahoma City. So yay or nay?
I predict
Oklahoma
that
City.
OKC will be the number 1 team in the West.
Yeah, 'cause I remember like a season or two ago, we were even saying like these guys could make it all the way, but maybe it's their time, right?
Well, no, you said that.
I
said they were not making it, but now that they picked up Isaiah Hartenstein, they picked up Caruso, they kept their core.
They have Alex Caruso. You're joking.
I think they picked up Alex Caruso. They traded Josh Giddey for Alex Caruso.
Bro,
Steal of the century.
my girlfriend hates that
they
guy.
were able to do that. Ooh,
Alex Caruso, yeah.
Why? Caruso's so good.
Well, she likes the Clippers, and he was on the Lakers, and she just never.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like one of those.
It's because Lynette, hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on. The Clippers, come on.
Yeah, come on.
Clippers.
Anyways, all right, next one. The current reigning champs, the Boston Celtics, somewhat high.
These guys.
Tatum and Jaylen Brown are first-round picks. Thank you very much, Nets and the Sixers, who greased these picks with regrettable trades. Yeah, how are the Celtics holding up?
I mean, they're gonna be good. Unfortunately, Kristaps Porzingis was injured in preseason. But I mean, their core's so good.
You need your tall guys.
I mean, he's scheduled to return in like November, so I mean, it's not even gonna be a lot. I think it was just like an ankle sprain, whatever.
Okay, yeah, he'll be okay.
Take your time. They don't even need him really. Early regular season. Boston, they kept their core, and they're just a great team. They're likely going to be number 1 in the East again.
Yeah.
Heavy favorites to probably go into the finals again.
Beating them.
Yeah, I mean, the other top teams in the East, Sixers, New York, Orlando might be up there. But
yeah,
it's a tough landscape at the top, both in the East and the West. But yeah, Boston definitely heavy favorites to be number 1. I think they will be number 1 in the East.
Okay, we got 2 more on this list.
Yeah,
we'll just go
too
through
in the
these.
East.
These ones are good. We got the Philadelphia 76ers. People are giving them at least a medium, organic vibe. The process was designed to build through the draft, and while Joel Embiid is the only remaining evidence of this,
Joel the Process Embiid.
The Sixers later selected Tyrese Maxey. So that's
oh my god, a stud.
Yeah. So how are the Sixers? How do you see the Sixers looking with their organic vibe going into the season?
The Sixers roster is so deep. They picked up Paul George in the offseason. They've got so many people. Yeah, I mean, the Sixers are just good. They're just a good team. Unfortunately, last season they fell to the injury woes of Joel Embiid. But let's just run through the roster real quick.
Yeah, but didn't he still win MVP?
Sixers. No, no, he didn't qualify.
Oh yeah,
that was the year before. No,
okay, that was the year
Joel Embiid missed so many games he didn't qualify.
Oof,
I mean, the Sixers got Kelly Oubre Jr. They got Reggie Jackson, Kyle Lowry. They picked up Andre Drummond. They had KJ Martin from a year or so ago. Caleb Martin, Eric Gordon. Like, these are super good guys. I can't believe that they got away with so many. They're just kind of missing a second big guy, which I think is the hole they were trying to fill with Andre Drummond. But let's just see what they do. I mean, I think they got a solid team. Tyrese Maxey's only going to get better. He's already a stud. But Paul George is definitely going to help carry that hole that Embiid leaves when he's not playing back-to-back, which let's just talk about real quick. He said that for the rest of his career, he will not be playing back-to-back games. That is insane. I think that
Joel Embiid
that
said
is
that?
not. Joel Embiid said that, yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
That is not.
They should have fired. Oh, hell no. You're fired, bro. We're not. No.
Yeah, that's not a mentality of somebody who strives for greatness. I understand resting and all that stuff because we kind of see it with Kawhi Leonard. Resting versus not resting and the expenditure it puts on your body. But to have that attitude from the get-go, I don't know. I don't think that's a mentality. I'll eat my words. If 3, 5, 10 years from now, medical science backs us up and says, like, hey, back-to-back games or whatever. But right now, the historical studies, statistical studies on this say that there's no statistical significance between playing back-to-back or more games and less games versus resting a player that prevents injury.
Yeah.
That's just not how it works.
No, yeah.
It's different for everybody, I think.
That's
Depending on how your body takes it. Sometimes you need to be in that athletic cycle of game, rest to prevent injury, so you stay loose. And kicking you out of it will put you more prone to injury. But some other guys are different. Some other guys, they can play hard one game and then they need a bigger rest. So it just depends on the person. But to have that mentality up top, I don't know. Maybe he's got a doctor in his ear saying like, "Hey, I see the future. I'm the fucking Oracle of Delphi. I see that if you play back-to-back games, you would never win a fucking championship."
Yeah.
Maybe that's who he's got, in his office. So, we'll see. It's just such a strange thing, but just a couple of rivalries we want to point out.
I was about to tell you, you got like 5 minutes, Danny.
Yeah.
Your timer.
Yeah, Celtics Bucks. That's not a real rivalry. Okay, that's stupid. Knicks Sixers. I mean, kind of. That first round playoff game was electric. With Embiid in and out, and then not in and out, but just not playing his hardest. I think Tyrese Maxey, damn, putting it back, and man, that'll be a good series. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the Knicks perform with Karl Anthony Towns. I mean, they look good with him, but we'll see. We'll see how it is.
Tell me in the real games, Danny.
Yeah, exactly.
Come back to me in a week.
Yeah.
Literally.
The Cavs Magic.
2 weeks, I should say.
Those are two young teams. I love the Cavs development. I think Orlando Magic is a bit more talented overall. They have a lot of talented players, but that's a curse as well because everyone's got to share minutes. You can't have everyone on the floor at the same time. I think the Cavs are a little more specialized. They focus on a handful of really great players. If Evan Mobley can have a pop-off season this year, damn, it's going to be crazy to watch. The Warriors Kings. If they can get matched up this season, if we get another shootout series between the Warriors and Kings, that would be great to watch as well. A shame that there will be no Splash Brothers, but it is what it is. The Grizzly and the Thunder. Dude, this is not a fucking rivalry. What the hell are you talking about, Rob? Where'd you pull this from? ESPN?
Nah, the NBA.
NBA, you stupid. Grizzlies and Thunder are not a fucking rivalry. No one on either side of that will say that. The Grizzly had a huge number of injuries in the last 2 seasons, basically. So they're going to come back. Jared Jackson Jr., John Morant, Desmond Bane. So many guys are going to come back, and I hope they have a great season because they got a great young core. My favorite player on that team, Scottie Pippen Jr. Give him the minutes.
Oh, yeah, he's
please.
good, yeah.
He's good. I like him. The Lakers should have never let him go. They're stupid for that, but anyway.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of weird.
Yeah, and then just
they had to make room for Bronny, bro.
Shut up.
Oh, yeah, what you got? Go.
I mean, they made room for Huchefino. Anyway, whatever. Okay, yeah. Just one. I just want to say, I have a couple of predictions, Rob. I would ask for yours, but we don't have time. I think
all right, relax.
MVP is going to go to Nikola Jokic again, but it's going to be a tight race between him and Doncic.
Yeah,
I think most improved player is going to go to Jalen Johnson. I think he's going to have a pop-up season this year. That's not just me as a Hawks fan, but yeah, he's going to have a pop-up season. Defensive player is going to go to Wemby. Sixth man of the year. Oh, sixth man of the year is tough. Pass on that for now. Pass.
I mean, it's going to be tough if everyone's going organic. There's not everyone's just organically means everyone's going to work in one system, and there's not a real star player necessarily, but you're going to create the star and have them work within the system. Yeah,
and there's so many players that got moved around this season, and their only spot is on the bench to come up and lead a second unit. So, I mean, I'll see. I'm gonna pass for that for now. Maybe next podcast I'll give my sixth man of the year award. But
yeah,
that's all I got right now.
Yeah. I mean, I got something. I got something for you.
Go ahead.
I mean, are you done? Are you calling?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good. We got a couple minutes left. A handful, about 3. So yeah, the season starts Tuesday, October 22nd. As you are listening to this podcast this week, just give me your predictions really quick, Danny. I'm gonna run through the tip-off 2024 opening week slate of games.
Yes,
on TNT, we got the Knicks versus the Celtics on Tuesday. Who you got?
Celtics.
All right, and we also got Minnesota at the Lakers on TNT.
Unfortunately, Minnesota.
Oof. Wednesday on ESPN's lineup, we got the Bucks at Philly.
Oh, that's going to be a tough one, but that's definitely Philly.
That should be a good game. Then we also have the Phoenix Suns visiting the Clippers' new home at the Intuit Dome.
Yep, that's going to be the Suns.
Okay. Then we got and then Thursday on TNT, once again, we got the Spurs at Dallas at the Mavericks.
That's Dallas. It's going to be interesting to see Wemby, but Wemby and Chris Paul and stuff. But the Spurs are a little bit hampered right now with some small injuries, but that's going to be Dallas for sure.
Okay. And also on that doubleheader, we have the Thunder at the Nuggets.
That's going to be a tough one. That's definitely going to be OKC, though.
Then Friday night on ESPN, we got the Pacers at the New York Knicks.
Ooh, that's a tough matchup. I like that matchup. Definitely going to be the Knicks, though, for sure.
We got Suns at the Los Angeles Lakers on ESPN on Friday.
You said that
night.
already?
Suns at Lakers. I said Suns at Clippers the first time.
Oh, wait. Oh, you're running through the whole week. Oh,
yeah, the whole week.
Oh, my bad.
We're on Friday. We got
that's
one more day.
You know what? I think the Lakers might be able to take that.
Yeah, I think so. I think the Suns might have. I think they've dried up all their resources, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean they got. I mean, picking up Tyus Jones is huge. Yeah, KD can pop off at any time, but
remember, there's five guys on the court.
I think AD's ready, and they play up two teams, so I think Lakers might be able to take that.
And then Saturday there is a triple header on NBA TV. First up, Clippers at Nuggets. Then after that, it is the Magic at the Grizzlies.
Oh, that's tough. I think it's gonna be Magic.
And then to close out the nightcap, we got the Sacramento Kings versus the Los Angeles Lakers.
Oh, damn! The new Kings. I think the Lakers can take that one. Lakers can take that.
Okay.
Sabonis can't take AD like that.
All right. I see you, Danny. All right, I'm gonna give you mine real quick. Give me Knicks, Lakers, Bucks, Clippers, Mavericks.
That's crazy.
Give me the Thunder over the Nuggets. Then I'm gonna go Knicks over the Pacers. Then I'm gonna go Lakers over the Suns, and then I'm gonna go Nuggets over the Clippers. Give me Grizzlies over the Magic, and give me Kings over Lakers.
Tough. Kings over Lakers. Okay, that's crazy.
It's only the beginning.
But yeah, the only thing I would really disagree with in there is picking the Clippers for anything in this week. But anyway, yeah, Rob, I think we're ready for the warm-up.
I don't believe in the Suns.
I don't believe in the Clippers. They have no Kawhi Leonard.
Bruh. But already, yeah, I mean, did you get everything off your chest? We'll come back in 2 weeks, so.
Yeah, we'll come back in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's tough to say now, but I'm just ready. I'm ready for the NBA season.
Okay, all right, for sure. But yeah, that wraps up the NBA talk. You ready for the warm-up?
Yes, sir.
All right, for our third topic in the warm-up this week, we have the MLS playoffs, which are hot and ready to go now, of course. But first up, we have the wild card matches.
Yo, Chapo.
Yeah, the season ended very interestingly. A good decision day for the league, I would say. A little bit of heartbreak, a little bit of a couple stunners here and there. On the Eastern side, Eastern Conference, Miami finished in first. Then it was Columbus, Cincinnati, Orlando, Charlotte, New York City, New York Red Bulls, and then taking the last two playoff positions for the wild card spots was Montreal and Atlanta. And then on a very surprising decision day in the Western Conference, LAFC finished first overall, LA Galaxy fell to second, RSO in third, Seattle fourth, then we got Houston, Minnesota, Colorado, and then taking the wild card spots in the 8th and 9th position was Vancouver, then Portland. So yeah, it should be, I think this is going to be the best playoffs we've had in a while, considering the format is still a little weird, but we have a lot of really good teams. At least both conferences have like 4 solid contenders on each side, at least. Because you have Miami and Columbus and Cincinnati top in the Supporter Shield standings. LAFC and Galaxy holding it up there. RSL kind of figured out their form. Seattle, who were down in the dumps, finally got it going. Houston's a team that once they scored, they're really good at holding on. If you have to play in Minnesota, the weather's never that good. If you got to play Charlotte at their house, you get a lot of people in there. It gets pretty loud. New York City's another good team. Red Bulls, they've been, but they're still pretty good. But yeah, you just gotta watch out. And then for the wild card teams, I don't know. The East is Montreal and Atlanta. They haven't really been that good overall, so we have to see from there. But on the other side, for the Western Conference, Portland, although they finished in 9th, they had a really good, strong end to their season. So I wouldn't be surprised if they beat Vancouver in their wild card matchup. But yeah, going through the lineup of games here. The wild card matchups begin October 22nd, Tuesday, as of this recording. Number 8, CF Montreal versus number 9, Atlanta United. The game starts at 7:30 p.m. Eastern with a 7:40 p.m. Eastern kickoff. You can watch the game on MLS Season Pass on Apple TV. And then the Western Conference wild card matchup will be number 8, Vancouver Whitecaps FC versus number 9, Portland Timbers. That game will begin at 10:30 p.m. Eastern broadcast time with a 10:40 kickoff, and that game will also be on MLS Season Pass on Apple TV. You want to hear something funny about that game, though, Danny?
That's it, me.
You want to hear something funny about that game?
Yeah.
So
Tell it to me. Go ahead.
So Vancouver does not own the stadium that they play at BC Place.
What?
Yes, they don't own the stadium. They're not friends with the owners or whatever. So they have to play the home game in Portland.
Huh, so funny.
Because the people that own the stadium scheduled a motocross event on the same day.
That is crazy.
Yeah, so they have to play their home game at their opponent's soccer stadium.
You mind if I stay here for another night, or is that okay?
Yeah, and just so you know, Danny, and I know you've been to Portland, and I know you've seen the stadium. They like, and I'm pretty sure you've seen the vibe out there. There's no way you didn't see Portland Timbers shit everywhere.
No, I saw it.
Yeah, they like their soccer team, bro. They don't fuck around.
It's gonna be tough.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough.
It's like playing 2 away games.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. It's a knockout game. Winner go home. Portland.
Oh, it's just one. Oh,
yeah. The wild card is the one. Everything else after.
That's right. I thought it was
the next round is a best of 3, and then after the best of 3, it's all knockout games. Okay. Why is it like that? I don't know. But yeah, so Portland, like I said, they had a really good end of their season. They beat both LA teams. I think they only lost once within that time. So yeah, you got to watch out for Portland. I think Portland's probably going to win this game. I don't see Vancouver, showing any life.
That's going to be tough.
Playing their home game away.
Yeah, that's crazy. You're one advantage.
Yeah, you're one advantage.
You have to play over there.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And then on the Eastern Conference side, I don't know. It's in Montreal.
Montreal versus Atlanta.
Yeah, it's in Montreal.
I give it to Montreal just for that. It's just cold.
Yeah.
I'd give it to Montreal.
But I think Atlanta's the way better team. I mean, historically, they've always had better players, so I'm going to see Atlanta winning the wild card matchup.
Okay.
And then going through the rest of the schedule after that, beginning the best of 3 series, game 1 will begin Friday, October 25th, 8:30 p.m. Eastern with the 8:45 p.m. kickoff. Number 1 Inter Miami will either face Atlanta or Montreal. I believe it's going to be Atlanta. And give me Miami all day in that. As they begin play at Chase Stadium, you can catch this game on MLS Season Pass on Apple TV. Then we have another game on Saturday, October 26th. LA Galaxy will host number 7 Colorado Rapids. 11 p.m. Eastern broadcast with 11 p.m. Eastern kickoff at Dignity Health Sports Park, MLS Season Pass on Apple TV. Then there's 2 games on Sunday, October 27th. We have Orlando City and Charlotte FC, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Is the broadcast of the game. This game coming from Interenco Stadium in Orlando, MLS Season Pass on Apple TV, and also on FS and Fox Deportes. And the second game on that nightcap will be LAFC versus either Portland or Vancouver, which I said I believe will be Vancouver. 9:55 p.m. Eastern kickoff.
I thought you said Portland.
Yeah, I'm going with Portland. Yeah, which will be at BMO on BMO Stadium. MLS season pass on Apple TV or watch it on FS1 and Fox support this. So basically, a doubleheader on the Fox programming, which is good. I like that. I like the public broadcast. At least it's free, and I don't have to look for it. And then for certain reason, we have games on Monday, October 28th. We got 2 games on the slate. We got FC Cincinnati versus New York, 6:55 p.m. Eastern kickoff. TQL Stadium, MLS season pass, or on FS1 is where you can find it. And we got, to wrap up the game ones of the first round of the best of 3, Seattle hosts Houston Dynamo, 9 p.m. Eastern kickoff at Lumen Field, MLS season pass, and FS1. And then
we got 2 more teams.
Dang it, we still got 2 more. Damn, I wrote this down and I totally forgot, I guess. All right, October 29th, Tuesday. Number 2, Columbus Crew hosts New York Red Bulls, 6:55 p.m. Eastern kickoff. Lower.com Field, MLS season pass on Apple TV, or watch on FS1. And then we got, finally, to wrap up the first game, Real Salt Lake hosts Minnesota United, 9 p.m. Eastern kickoff. America First Field, MLS season pass, and FS1. And after that, we do go into the game 2s, which majority of the games will be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Very quickly, Saturday is Montreal or Atlanta versus Inter Miami. And then that same Saturday, November 2nd, is Minnesota versus Real Salt Lake at Minnesota. And then we have FC Cincinnati at New York City. But due to schedule availability, the venue and time for this match will be finalized in the near future, a.k.a. because the Yankees are in the World Series and New York City plays at Yankee Stadium. Yes, you heard me correctly. I did just say that.
That is crazy.
Then Sunday,
I got no much room out there.
Yeah. They were going to have to most likely play the game at the Mets Stadium. Then Sunday, November 3rd, we have Columbus Crew at New York Red Bulls. And then we also have Seattle Sounders at Houston Dynamo. And then to wrap it up, we have LAFC hosting either Vancouver or Portland. And did I miss one in here somewhere? I think I did.
I don't know. I'll be real. I got lost in the sauce.
I did too.
If we did,
I was just going ham. Because after that, we should have Galaxy also hosting Colorado. Oh, yeah, it was right here. Oh, shit. I think I skipped over. Oh, I know what I did. Yeah, I missed the.
Oh, you skipped over the Friday.
Literally the first one. All right, Friday,
Wait, November 1st.
Yeah, go for
Friday,
it.
November 1st. We got Charlotte FC versus Orlando City. That'll be at Bank of America Studio. You'll find wherever the fuck it is streaming. Not a sponsor. I'm on Apple TV, whatever. And then and then next we got the Colorado Rapids versus LA Galaxy, and that'll be at 9:30 Eastern. And you'll find where it's at. Almost, whatever. Dick's Sporting Good Park. Anyway, that wraps up MLS.
Wow, Danny. But yeah.
I care about the teams. I don't care about the fucking streaming. Who cares?
All right, relax on me. I'm just doing my job here.
Yeah. No, that's good. It's good, but not a sponsor.
Yeah, not a sponsor. Just to wrap up things here really quickly, I'm hoping for, like I said, I think we're going to have a lot of good games. Yeah, I think, give me the Galaxy making it out. LAFC is probably going to make it out. I'm going to pull up the bracket very shortly. But yeah, I think, like I said, we're going to have a lot of good games. Here we go. Yeah, I think Galaxy are going to beat Colorado. I think Minnesota is going to upset RSL. Seattle's going to beat Houston, and LAFC might beat Portland. But I'm just going to hope my favorite team in here, the Galaxy, make it to at least the conference final. At least.
That'd be fun.
And then on the Eastern Conference side,
we get another LA showdown.
Yeah, most likely. And then fingers crossed. Well, not fingers crossed. If there's just no way that Inter Miami does not make it to the final. There's just no way. If not, give me Columbus or Cincinnati. They've been
Columbus
a really good
Crew.
team. Yeah, there you go. Danny's Columbus Crew might make it to the final as well. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this playoff run from these teams. So yeah. But yeah, that wraps up the warm up here. Danny, are
Let's
you ready
hit
to
that
go
rundown,
into the
bro.
rundown? All right, here we go.
Let's hit it.
Here we go. The rundown. WNBA news. The New York Liberty win their first WNBA title in franchise history. Danny, you're the basketball person. What do you guys say about
Congrats to Sabrina Ionescu. So congrats to her, even though she didn't do great in that last game. Congrats to
it was
Sabrina.
a struggle. It was a struggle.
Yeah, it was a bit of a struggle.
Hey, but Breanna Stewart was holding on in there. I mean, the game did end in controversy. A late foul
A little bit, yep.
gave Stewart the opportunity to tie the ball game. But she did miss 2 previous free throws, which is low-key insane, with like 40 seconds left. And they got the foul call that went to review. I mean, she goes up into the air, her elbow gets whacked. In the what was it, the shooting motion?
Yeah, an active shooting.
An active shooting. So yeah, I would say it was a foul. It wasn't like, I mean, obviously it was not a hard foul, but you know, you get contact in the air. You know, it is what it is. But yeah, the Liberty win their first ever WNBA title in history. The Lynx were trying to be the first to 5, but unfortunately, they did not win. But what I did notice was that a lot of these girls, and I guess the rosters aren't that deep. They played like the full 40 minutes, which is insane.
Yeah.
Because they only scored in total. I think there was only a total of 7, maybe 10 points scored in that overtime.
It's crazy. These WNBA rosters
5-minute overtime. What happened?
Yeah, they're pretty top heavy, these WNBA rosters. But
yeah,
I mean, I think that it's just what it is. You know, like these top players are the top players for a reason. Yeah, I mean, Collier, Nafisa Collier.
Yeah, I could tell she was tired.
Be real, they put up a good fight.
Yeah, I could tell all these
McBride
people were tired.
I mean, yeah, congrats to Sabrina.
Yeah,
congrats to the Liberty. New York, that's the only title y'all gonna win,
bro. I wouldn't be surprised if the Knicks so far. But anyways,
this season, you know, chill.
And no, the Yankees aren't winning either.
Yeah, hell no.
Moving on. The NHL, the Frozen Friendly, is this week with all 32 teams participating on this day. Exclusive ESPN triple header: Washington Capitals at the Philadelphia Flyers, Colorado Avalanche at the Seattle Kraken, the Los Angeles Kings at Vegas Golden Knights. Headline a special night of hockey beginning at 6 p.m. Eastern. The NHL Frozen Frenzy live whip around studio show begins at 7 p.m. exclusively on ESPN Plus and 8 p.m. to 12 a.m. on ESPN2/ESPN Plus as well. On the racetrack, Joey Logano wins the South Point 400 from Las Vegas Motor Speedway in NASCAR. Logano has now advanced to the title race for a 6th time. There are 2 more races before the championship race in Phoenix in November. The next race will be Sunday, October 27th, 2:30 p.m. Eastern for the Straight Talk Wireless 400 from Homestead Miami Speedway in Homestead, Florida. In quick NFL news, the Chiefs stay undefeated. The New Orleans Saints have fallen to 2-5, and surprisingly, in the NFC East, the leaders are the Washington Commanders. What a heck of a start they have on their season. Just to go over the primetime games, Thursday Night Football, we have the Vikings versus the Rams on Prime Video at 5:15 p.m. Pacific time. Sunday Night Football on NBC is the Cowboys versus the Niners. Catch it on Peacock as well at 5:20 Pacific Standard Time. And then Monday Night Football on ESPN will be between the Giants and the Steelers. You can catch the game on ABC, ESPN, ESPN Plus at 5:15 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we got a little bit more footy to talk about. The NWSL playoffs are almost here. Quarterfinal rounds hosts are set as NWSL postseason looms. Date, times, and host venues have been set for the quarterfinal round of the 2024 NWSL playoffs, kicking off the weekend of November 8th through the 10th. The 2024 NWSL Championship game will be hosted at CPKC Stadium, home of the Kansas City Current, and the world's first soccer stadium purposely built for women's professional soccer. NWSL Championship will air on Saturday, November 23rd at 8 p.m. Eastern live on CBS and streaming on Paramount+. And lastly, before I let you guys go, the UEFA Champions League games will also start this week on Tuesday, October 22nd and Wednesday, October 23rd. Games will begin at 9:45 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The next round of league phase games will be played Tuesday, November 5th and Wednesday, November 6th. So mark it in your calendars if you happen to miss this week's games. That's all I got, Danny. I know we went through that pretty quick. Do you have anything else to say or any last words you would like to tell the people out there in regards to the sports world?
No, sir. All I got to say to y'all is thank you for listening to Rambling Runoff. Listening to YouTube, please hit that like and subscribe button. Leave a comment to anything that we talked about above. If you're listening on Spotify, I think Rob said he's going to put a poll up. Please rate us on Spotify. Spotify for podcasters on Amazon, Amazon Music or Apple Music, and give us a follow. If you want to see more, find us on Twitter at Rambling Runoff, on Instagram, Rambling Runoff, and sometimes on TikTok. Rob, you got anything else?
I mean, no, I think you took the words right out of my mouth, but yeah.
Sign it off for us, my guy.
Thank you for listening to us here at Rambling Runoff. I've been your host, Robert Rios, for my co-host, Danny Tan. We will see you next time. Peace out.
Peace.